bitch! Hey everyone, it's LunArx. I have a new piece of lore to read. Queen Bee. Whispers from on high dance in your ears. While of tremendous size, these creatures are docile until aggravated. Their idyllic demeanor is a rarity nowadays, a thing of beauty. In the past, entire villages would spring up around these grand hives, peacefully harvesting their share of the honey and protecting them from danger. Though its death is understandable given the circumstances, I do feel pity for these majestic beings. Fate was cruel to many of their kind. Bees? Now, something that I did in the interim was prepare for the next major boss battle. The only boss remaining in pre-hard mode, other than, of course, the Wall of Flesh. There are a couple other bosses that we technically can fight, but they are designed to be fought well into hard mode. You just have the ability to fight them early if you want to, which I would die even on classic. In the interim, I also picked up some new wings. I also realized that the reason why I felt like those fledgling wings were a little buffed for Calamity is because I forgot this. It wasn't a Calamity thing, but if you have rocket boots with wings, it actually does contribute to the height and makes it go higher. So that's cool. In preparing for the next boss, I made the item required to summon this boss. What it took was the blighted gel that we've been getting from those large slimes in the Crimson. You combine that with any evil block. I used Crimstone block, and it got this. Overloaded sludge. There's nothing to worry about. This is going to be fine. We're gonna be fine and dandy. Don't really need much prep. I built a bit of an arena because I've been missing an arena, and it's about time that I actually built one because some of these bosses are gonna be difficult eventually, and it's nice to have at least some form of arena. Some of the later bosses, at least on higher difficulties, I'd want to have much larger and more elaborate arenas, but for right now, this is just what I'm sticking with. So, we're just gonna fight something called, the Slime God. This is gonna be fine. Don't you worry about it. So I made a concerted effort there actually to not kill the boss too quickly, because that is one of my favorite boss tracks in this game, and there are a lot of really good boss tracks. Here we have a bunch of random stuff. This, whatever it is designed to look like the Slime God lore. Slime God mask. Oh, well. Oh, it bounces as you run. That's kind of funny, actually. Mana Polarizer. Increases max mana by 50 and magic damage by 6%. Life regen lowered if mana is above 50. Grants Spectre healing. I guess the healing that's usually enabled by Spectre armor in later hard mode. The amount healed scales with your mana. The healing only works while holding a magic weapon. The more mana you have, the more you heal. So I'm not really doing anything magic except for this bloodbath that I've been using, which is I like, but I'm not doing a magic build at all, so I don't think I'm going to end up using this. But it might go into something bigger, and I like combining things, so we'll see how things go. This uses gel to attack. Interesting. Again, not going a magic build. The Slime God. Whispers from on high still dance in your ears. An old clan once revered this thing as a paragon of the balance of nature. Now its purity is sullied by freshly absorbed muck and grime. The gelatinous being neither knows nor cares for the last surviving clansman. Such tragedy is all too common in worship. Alas, the Slime God is wise enough to be cowardly, fleeing in battles it cannot win when its servants are destroyed. Perhaps fortune will favor you if you catch it unaware. Interesting. So, I'm going to quickly summon the boss again to explain a couple things about it. I don't know a whole lot about the lore, other than what I just read, but these two large slimes represent both the Crimson and the Corruption. And it's interesting to have them both represented in a single boss. There's also another somewhere around here. I don't know where it went. This right here. That is the actual Slime God. You cannot hurt it, but it can hurt you if you touch it. But this being classic mode, it was not a threat at all, and was barely on screen. It was a lot more of a problem when I played this in expert mode with my siblings way back in the day. Also, telling you this lore was definitely not just an excuse to listen to this music again. Yeah, I like how it keeps cutting out at that part. Why do I have to kill it so quickly? Summons a Crim Slime to fight for you. So this is like an updated slime staff, I suppose? I don't know if it's better than my herring staff, because getting to have two herrings at once is really nice. Here we have a book. Casts Eldritch Tentacles to spear your enemies. Okay. This weapon. The last time I played through this game, the first time I played through this game, this variant of weapon, I upgraded tier after tier after tier after tier. It goes into a lot of different things over time. It heavily builds up, and I believe last time I did Calamity, I went the magic route, if only because I fell in love with that weapon, or that line of magic weapons, so much. However, I didn't get any rogue weapons from this, so I'm gonna fight it again. By the way, do you know what a really good show on Netflix is? What? Hash Brown not sponsored. There's no rogue weapon. There's no rogue weapon! Boo! I also picked up a Chorus Slime staff. Hold on a second. You cannot... I was hoping that you could combine them. That would be cool. But it seems you cannot. I think I'm gonna stick with my herrings. I think I prefer having the two of them, and they're quite powerful. Augur of the Elements. Yes, I remember this. Look at this mess of damage. Oh right, the purified gel. That was something that I'd been waiting for. It's required to make Knight's Edge. Interesting. Slime puppet staff. The only rogue weapon that it makes is a gel dart, and I'm not too fond of the limited resource rogue weapons. I understand why they're there, but I prefer stuff like the Shinobi Blade and Lionfish and others that just let you throw stuff indefinitely, so you don't have to worry about a resource. Frost Barrier. This looks fancy. This goes into Auric Tesla body armor. I do vaguely recall Auric Tesla as well. This is a end-to-end game set of armor. What an interesting thing to call it. And it's a dark purple rarity. That's fun. Here we have our Fractured Arc. Gonna try this out. Fancy swinging blade, and I can right click to parry. Oh, but there's a cooldown for the parry. I'm gonna have to try this out. Static Refiner takes a solidifier. I was curious about this. I wondered if to make some of the items with purified gel I needed a solidifier. The answer is no. I need to craft the solidifier into an advanced version of itself. The Static Refiner. Static referring to the Great Ninja status, I would assume. Here we have Statagel armor with the Rogue mask, because we're going the Rogue route. Set bonus, when you take over 100 damage in one hit, you become immune to damage for an extended period of time. Grant an extra jump and increased jump height, increased jump speed, and more stealth stuff. Plus 90 maximum stealth, whatever that means. I do very much like the Sulphurous set. I'm actually gonna keep the look of it, I think, for now. If I go back to the Abyss before I get better equipment, I will swap back to this gear, but for right now, I want to try out this new set of armor. Radiant Ooze. You emit light and regen life more quickly at night. I don't think I'm going to use it, but I like making things. It also goes into the Ambrosial Ampoule. Ampoule. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's not that last one, I can tell you that. Corrupt Flask, Radiant Ooze, Cryonic Bars, and Sea Prisms. That's well into hard mode, or at least a fair bit. Jelly Charged Battery. It's an upgrade from our Wolfram battery, plus the Voltaic Jelly. Plus 1 max minions and 7% minion damage. Minion attacks spawn orbs of energy and inflict electrified. Whatever that debuff means. Now show me what this goes into. This star-tainted generator. Combine it with nuclear rod, starbuster core, and life alloy. Life alloy is well into hard mode, Calamity only. B-nades go into something. This is unexpected. Combine it with plague cell canisters, which is, we won't get that for a while. Make a plague nade. And that's a donor item, so someone who subscribed at a high tier on Patreon wanted them to make plague nades. Alchemical flask. We need plague cell canisters for this. All attacks inflict the plague and grants immunity to the plague. Projectiles spawn plague seekers on enemy hits. I did not know you could spread COVID in this game. Something else I've been working on, because we're coming to a close, coming to an end for what we have available to do in pre-hard mode. So I built a little bit of a elevator. Almost down to the underworld, not quite all the way there. I did forget to bring obsidian, anything, but it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna fall right into lava or anything. Oh hey, I ended the hole when I hit lava. Ow. Hey, I got a banner. You could say I'm really on fire today. Oh, Tim. Hello, Tim. You're dead. Getting where I want to go would be a lot easier if I had brought obsidian skin potions. Oh well. So one more piece of Slime Guide trivia I want to slip in here before the episode ends. The track title for the boss music is called Return to Slime. And I love that. That's why the episode's titled that. Should have brought mining potions too. I am just not an efficient person, as you may have been able to figure out. Here we got the underworld. Just gonna mention the background going on, but yep, we're just right here. What? What? No? Do I have any potions? No? Parry! Yeah! I have regrets. I thought it would be funny if this happened. I did not plan for it to happen. Oh no. Gonna have to do some. Where are my herrings? Okay, they're working. That's good. Oh no. No. I have to go over? No, I can't do this. I'm gonna die. I've never died to the wall of flesh before, I don't think. This is hilarious. Oh, nice. Haha. I didn't know that it did that. That's fun. That's fun. Well, one of two things are about to happen. Either I'm gonna die, or we're about to enter hard mode. The sunken sea trembles. The world has been blessed With cobalt and palladium, Wall of Flesh has been defeated. I didn't even get molten armor. It's the herring's fault. A star has fallen from the heavens. The ancient spirits of light and dark have been released. So we got 2 new biomes to deal with. This is great. This is wonderful. The voodoo demon spawned off screen and died off screen because of my stupid herring. Oh my goodness. Well, here we are, everyone. It is hard mode. Before we end off this episode, the underworld. The hellish reputation the underworld gets is rather a modern thing. The layers of ash choking the previously great cities are still warm. The more domineering of gods wished for me to champion their cause and rule their society from here. Yet, surrounded by magma, as it were, Azafir simply burned when their wishes were not met. Such is the unfortunate price of war, though I have no regrets fighting for my people. The Wall of Flesh. To contain the essence of a slain god is no small thing. It is rather a towering, ghastly construct. The wall was lashed together with foul sinew and fouler magics, forming a rudimentary prison of flesh. It served its purpose, halting the diffusion of undue divine influence. Were it not for this alchemical breakthrough, the very world I fought for may have been lost in the carnage I wrought. My methods have since evolved. I need not contain such essences when they can be devoured. Devoured? May you channel my valor in combating the resulting outpour of energies. So, my plan was to dig up Hellstone, make molten armor, maybe visit the Brimstone Crag over here, open these chests here. Once I got a shadow key, I planned to fish in lava. I actually just need an item called an obsidian rose, and then I can make Terraspark boots. But I didn't even get to think about that for a moment, because, holy cow, a wall of flesh appeared. I'm at least gonna grab a Hellforge before I go home. Not that I have anything to make with it. I hope our NPCs are alright. I'm gonna go and check. Eugene, how are you doing? What are you selling? What's going on? More things. Asher the Guide. I actually know someone named Asher, and he is really cool. Very random fact that nobody asked for. Hermit's box of 100 medicines. As the ice melts in the springs and waves wash the old moss's hair. Thank you, goodbye. Summons the third sage. Use the item with right-click in the hotbar to toggle the third sage's blessing. With the blessing, the player will spawn with full health rather than half. Huh, that's interesting. Well, Kendra, I have no idea what this means. Things are changing. We're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to adapt. Thank you all for watching, and next time we will delve into Calamity Hard Mode.